No. All right.
You did it.
Yay. Welcome. Thanks, Millie. Welcome to the community meeting, January 31st, 2026. We're going to talk about a welcome, introduce our new board members who are all here in person or in virtual. Wahoo indeed. Talk a little bit about the 25 impact report, 2026 budget, and then volunteer opportunities. This will be a pretty quick meeting. We also have shows in like 54 minutes, so we're going to move fast. Our mission is still to steward a community of artists, community growth, collaboration, joy, and justice in Baltimore and around the world through improvisational theater. And our core values are transparency, safety, community, and action. Introducing our new board members.
Yay!
Yay! We put them here among the existing board members, but we put new next to them. Look at that. So welcome to Emily, Jess, and Aaron. After an international search process, we are delighted to welcome these three new folks to our board who provide a wealth of awesome experience and energy, which we're very excited about. And that brings the total of our active board to 8 members. We have 2 now emeritus board members, Jeff and Katie. Thanking Katie for her service over the last couple of years. And we're excited.
That is such a good picture.
It is a great picture, Jess.
Like, they're all good pictures.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've already talked about your new headshots, Brian, several meetings ago. Right?
I was
see how
on
to.
a day about this temperature
Yeah.
outside.
Ooh. I'm going to attempt to share differently, maybe. Anyway, we have a 2025 impact report. It's been sent around in Slack. I think everyone here has it. But this is the biggest one of these we've ever done. We're going to get some printed as well, and send it to everyone who's ever been a grantor of us, as well as the people who donated to our crowdfunding campaign. This is part of acting like a real deal nonprofit. Funders and grantors, especially like institutional ones with the big bucks, kind of expect these things. And so big thanks to Corey for putting the graphics together for that and the beautiful layout. And yes, claps for Corey. But a lot of great stuff in there. Obviously, last year was our biggest year yet with opening the space, but also in pretty much every other way. Number of shows, number of people who did stuff, number of events, number of dollars spent and earned, and we want people to know about that. It also includes some detail about our kind of flagship community program, Improv in Every Neighborhood, which we've now expanded to several more neighborhoods. There's a nice little graphic in there of that as well. So great tool to share on social, and something we'll reuse throughout the year whenever we do any fundraising activity. And if anybody's ever like, what are you doing? It's a great tool to give them, to share with them what we're doing.
Part of the important thing I love seeing was how other people in other places reacted to it.
Yeah.
Like, well, at Lancaster, who were just launching their big space room and stuff like that. And I think people will see this and know that, we're leading in that.
Yeah. We aim to move things forward here in Baltimore, but also move things forward for the broader improv community.
Just looking at Jess's GIF, that's all.
Yes. I'm just letting somebody into the Zoom. I don't know. No. Somebody named Lulu, who came to a Sunday Mary's event here earlier this year. Some final stats for 2025. We had a lot of shows. As you can see, once we opened the space, we had a lot more in-person shows, bumping up to 66 last season, for a total of 147 in-person shows last year, by far the most we've ever done, which is great, and by far the most amount we've paid to performers. You may look at the in-person attendance trend downward and be like, hey, what's going on there? We'd like to make that not go down. But it is a little bit misleading. Hello, Lulu is on the train and listening in. Welcome, Lulu. Awesome to be on the train. I love trains.
Who's on the
People coming in? Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, how are you guys?
How you
Good. Are you here for the show later?
Yes, that's
Awesome.
Kelly Cougar, and
Welcome.
we already purchased the tickets.
Fantastic. You've walked right into our community meeting. So if you
Oh,
want
I'm
to-
sorry.
No, no, you're
I'm
welcome.
sorry.
You're welcome.
meeting.
You're part of said community.
Feel free, have a seat.
Grab a seat if you
Come on,
want. We're just talking about everything we did last year. So you're going to
Well,
have
this is
really
something new to us.
high expectations for the show
Yes.
after hearing this.
Okay.
Um, uh, the other
Cougar.
part to note. No, this space is for use. We want people to be here. Let me move this back slightly too. Oh, I'm trying to hold TV off. Wait a second. Good job. Stand by, everyone. It's not on, is it? No, it's on the other side. Top button. No, on the side. Top button.
Oh, it's side.
You're getting improv before the show even starts.
It's coming on. Wait a second for us to reshare the screen.
It's something different for Kelly. Returning again.
There we go. Screen sharing has been
Where's the
restored.
show? The show coming, they gonna.
Yeah, it'll be in 50 minutes. We did have the average number of people at the shows go down, but that's misleading because we now have 2 or 3 shows per night. So the actual number of people who are coming to the space per night is actually up. So we might think about how to report that slightly differently next year. We also have this big fancy chart that says, with social media, people continue to follow you and more people follow you every month, and it doesn't tend to go down. Not anything super unusual here, but it's great to see we still are getting a bunch of nice Google and Eventbrite reviews, 5 stars, and 4.9 stars for Eventbrite. What's that?
0.1.
Yeah, we're another 14 reviews away from where it should round back up to 5. Our final financial overview for last year is also pretty exciting. We had by far our biggest year. For comparison, in 2024, we brought in about $95,000. This year, we brought in $228,000. That's a little bit exceptional because we did have a $90,000 grant from the state and a big crowdfunding campaign, but it is also reflective of a bunch of growth. A lot of that money, of course, went to opening up the space and the renovations, but also we had record instructor payments and performer payments, so that's really good. And if anybody is scared by the fact that we lost $3,000 last year, we didn't really lose $3,000 last year. We still have $9,000 coming in from the grant to be reimbursed to us. So we are doing great. We have $10,000 in our cash reserves in case anything ever goes wrong, which is great. To that end, we'll talk about 2026 briefly and what we're planning. Our budget plan for the year is pretty similar. It's a slight decrease in income and expenses from last year because we don't have that $90,000 grant, but everything else is a little bit bigger. And one of the things I really like about this is our revenue is very diversified. So we have grants, we have donations, classes, workshops, applied improv shows, and a very hopeful space rental budget here, which might actually be more likely to be, going to the applied improv space, and that'll convert into, again, record instructor payments, things like rent and maintenance for the Highwire Center, and a few other main expense buckets. For those in the nonprofit world, our admin budget is $11,000 out of $210,000, which is a very healthy, sub 5%. People who give grants and make donations love to see that. So good for us. A couple things just running through our big strategic pillars for the year. We're running classes. Historically, classes have been something we lose money on because they are a primary top of the funnel experience to get people into the community. So we really spend on them. We have 2 teachers for our intro classes. We offer scholarships for all of our intro classes and all of our classes. And we expect to then make that up for advanced classes when people stay in the community or bring us applied improv workshops and things like that. We still expect we'll lose money on that this year. And we still expect to have fire engines go around every time we're here on this corner. But really nice news is that our first class term this year was actually profitable. We made over $1,100 on those classes. And we
Pick up the fire truck.
Yep. the budget actually had us losing about $1,000. So that's a big benefit for us and already a good start to the year. Shows, we're going to run a lot more shows, mostly focused on building more strong artistic programming and trying to really market ourselves to Highlandtown as a local entertainment option and being best in class from a performer experience point of view. We want people to really love to perform here. They want them to pick here to bring their shows because that brings more people, more shows, better experiences for everybody. And we want to get to the point where people are starting to be interested in buying tickets in advance because sometimes shows sell out. That would be nice. Applied Improv, same deal. This is our highest margin business line. And so you saw before like the revenue numbers. This is where we make our most profit because we're telling companies to pay us money instead of people in the community to spend $10 for a show. We're asking people like T. Rowe Price to spend $5,000 for a workshop. We love that. We've gotten a lot of great inbound already this year, just people reaching out to set up workshops for us. We've got over 8,000 in bookings already for the year, which is a great start. But this is a great way to help if you really want to like drive success for improv here at Highwire. Get a company to buy a workshop from us. It's even more impactful than people donating because of how big those businesses usually are. As mentioned, we are open for space rental, especially during the weekday hours. We're on Peer Space for that, but we're also actively booking kind of independently if people want to use it for private workshops, for parties, corporate training, or like sketch and content filming. If you want to run a bar mitzvah here, please, we're open. We're happy to do it. It's a beautiful space, and it can hold about 100 people comfortably, 40 in each room roughly, which is 80 actually, not 100. I have a math degree. And then development, like I said, last year we had a really unusual grant with Project Restore. We don't expect to get a $90,000 grant this year, but we do expect to lay the groundwork for some of the bigger grants that are in arts institutions around the area. Now that we have a physical space, now that we've been open for more than 5 years, we're eligible for a lot more grants than we previously were. And so we want to really get into the habit of applying for and winning those grants. We don't expect there to be any federal arts funding available to us, but we do expect state and local grant support to be still pretty robust. To that end, we've already received $9,000 in grants for the year, which is awesome. We'd like to get that to around 25 to 30 for the year. And we have a bunch already in review, awaiting a decision. And lastly here, we want to continue to grow the organization's capacity, deepen our commitment to mission and values, do work that helps advance arts in Baltimore, but also art of improv worldwide. That includes things like updating and refining our code of conduct, open sourcing parts of our curriculum, expanding our teacher training, and developing more partnerships with the neighborhood. If you want to get involved, you can show up to the shows. Hello. You can volunteer with us. You can volunteer at events, which is awesome. You can host shows, be front of house, do tech. You don't need to get trained. Just show up and have fun. We'll help you. And you can also do other things like join committees or help with facilities or send us suggestions. We got our first suggestion box, which was have a pizza party. It's like, yes, we will do that.
Ryan?
No, it was Steve from DC.
Steve Tunnell.
He also said do Steve.
From DC.
Oh, just for him, we'll do
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's it. That's what's going on. Folks, yay, thank you. If anybody has any questions, we'd love to hear them. Otherwise, we will post this recording for other people to see what all we have going on. And we'll get started preparing for our shows this evening. Cool.
Not a question.
Yes.
But just a comment for those who might watch this recording.
Yes, thank you.
I'm working on getting some businesses for friend-raisers like we had last year.
Nice.
Which, if no one came to those, you should be there, but we'll hold you to it. Basically, it's partnering with businesses, restaurants, other places to raise money for Highwire. So a lot of times they give like certain percentages. So if you know a business or a restaurant or a bar that you think would be good for that and interested, please just let us know, someone from Highwire, and that way we can reach out to them.
Awesome. Thank you, Jess. Those are fun, and they do bring in money. We have, I think, a very special one on the books coming soon. So It's not with kittens. It's not a cat cafe.
Then I don't care.
Don't worry, they're on my list.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And as always, reach out with any questions. If you're here, enjoy the show soon. Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Mary. Bye bye.